Alrighty, I think we should talk about stores you can buy physical media at online because there is a lot of great places that are not named Walmart, Amazon, and Target. So I'd like to dive into some of those, and you might know about a good chunk of them. Maybe there'll be some that'll be first time discoveries, but there is a plethora of places online to buy physical media for different reasons. Some might be cheaper, some might pack better. It's all on you to decide where you would most want to spend your money, but I'm hoping this might be helpful for you. We'll start this off with pretty much direct to the customer type websites. I'm talking websites where the people that make the disc are the people selling you the disc. I'm talking about buying straight from Universal, buying straight from Kino Lorber, etc., etc., because there's a lot of great options just buying straight from those people. You cut out the middleman. Sometimes you get great sales. Sometimes you get stuff before release date. It's a good option for stuff. Alrighty, so we're going to kick this off with Kino Lorber, one of my personal favorite just labels to buy from. I love a lot of their stuff. But if you like to buy Kino Lorber, going right to their website is a great option, especially during their sales. They run fantastic sales multiple times a year where the prices are legit. We're talking sales, $5, $6, $7 sometimes for titles. So yeah, buying from Kino, they're a great site. Sometimes they could get a little backlogged and it could take a bit to get some of the stuff, but they pack well. You will get your stuff. They're overall a good site to buy from. I buy from them mainly during sales, but they are an option. Next one up here we have Shout/Scream. The biggest selling point to Shout/Scream is that you're getting a whole bunch of extra stuff if that interests you. They throw posters into like quite a bit of their releases. You get pins and all this other stuff that's exclusive to their stores. And then you also, more often than not, will get it before a release date. The downside is you're paying the top end pretty much. You could get this cheaper from other places, but they're a good option. They in my experience, they've packed well. You'll get the stuff, like I said, just before release date. It's a good place to go to as long as you're okay with that. Just that little bit higher on price. But yeah, this Killer Clown Steelbook, this thing's been selling like crazy, and it's right here on the website. So yeah, that is a pretty good go-to. Like I said, I mainly stick to them for sales, but it's a good option. Next one, though, we have Criterion. This is also one of my favorites. Criterion is a great one to purchase from during their flash sales. So shop their collection. They have the best selection of any store you're going to find because it's literally them. If they still make it, for the most part, it's in stock on their site, or they will be getting it back into stock. So best place to check if there's a harder to find Criterion and it's still something that's in print. Criterion should have it relatively soon. But yeah, it's a good website. It works well. You can sort it really easily. You could look through decades, countries they come from. Like, it's a really well-made, well-working site. And their flash sales, they run a couple of flash sales a year for half off. They're only like 24-hour flash sales, but they are prime time to get them. And they also have a pretty much a rewards program. If you buy enough from Criterion, you can get back like a $50 gift certificate, which is great. So Criterion is a fantastic place to go to, especially during their sales. Next one up on the list is Arrow. Arrow as a label is freaking great. They make awesome releases, top-notch transfers, top-notch packaging. Like, they are top-tier pinnacle boutique label. Their website, you could order from them, and they've had good sales. They will have good sales occasionally. But be forewarned that their packaging, like for shipping, can be a little sketchy sometimes. So I just want to throw that out there. If you're ordering something that could damage easily, like this Crimson Peak box set, which is amazing. I have the Blu-ray version of that. Great set. But their shipping leaves a lot to be desired. Just forewarning. But yeah, their prices are solid, especially during sale time. They're an option at least. Next up is probably my favorite straight to the consumer type website, and that is Groove.com. Groove.com is Universal Studios' own hub to buy mostly their movies. They carry some other stuff by other studios, but if it's a Universal title, it's on Groove. They get exclusive steelbooks on there. Their prices are awesome. Like, Groove, price-wise, is top tier, one of the best. And they have this constant running 20% off coupon that's meant for new customers that people have gotten to reuse over and over and over. I've used it multiple times myself. So Groove right here is just a phenomenal site. Like, their pricing is so good. Where do they have that's Blu-rays 3 for $24, 4Ks 3 for $30. That's good. Oh, where is it? The Essentials. These Essentials are really nice premium box sets that I paid more, like, I think I paid 35, 36, something like that for. 2 for $58, and then you tack on 20% off. Man, you are getting really nice box sets for a great price. Groove is fantastic. So if you are looking at Universal titles, Groove is a great option, man. You are going to pay less than Walmart, less than Amazon, less than Target. They are top tier. Now, another one that is top tier, and I'm sprinkling in a little bit of other labels. This one I don't know how many people will be familiar with. If you buy enough boutique, you're familiar, but Indicator, which is Powerhouse Films. I love their stuff. Their stuff is fantastic. They are a Region B company, but straight from them is fantastic during their sales. They run, I'm not even joking, some of the best sales in physical media. Like, Kino gets the love in the United States, and Kino is great. But Indicator, holy cow. I have gotten mounds of fantastic classics and stuff like that for so cheap from Indicator sales. I love their site. Check them out on the next sale. The next one up here is MVD Entertainment. I think maybe I placed one order on MVD. I don't collect a whole lot of MVD. I've got some, but they carry a bunch of different labels, as you see down below here. You can buy Synapse from them, Blue Underground. Blue Underground's got some really good stuff, but they don't put out really much anything anymore. But they carry several different companies worth. I think the one order I got was shipped well. Their prices, they run good sales. It's definitely a place to go to if the movies that are on here spark your interest. There's a lot of boutique on MVD. MVD's a good company. They send out a lot of stuff to a lot of different people to review and whatnot. So it's definitely a good option. Like I said, I think I only placed one order, so it's hard to recommend. But lots of people shop MVD and love MVD, so it has to be good, right? And last one of the direct-to-consumer type websites I'm going to show is Vinegar Syndrome, which Vinegar Syndrome is like the place to get the stuff. Depends how much you like their stuff. But they do have some good stuff. A lot of their horror stuff isn't for me, but I'm especially liking this right here, this cinematograph or whatever the hell. I can't pronounce anything well. But they released Little Darlings. Loved Little Darlings. They have good stuff on Vinegar Syndrome. Phase 4, I just picked that up. That's a Saul Bass movie. Saul Bass is one of the best graphic artists ever. They have a lot of cool stuff on Vinegar Syndrome. Actually, I didn't even see a freaking LED light. That's actually kind of cool, to be honest. That would make no sense for me because I'm not the biggest Vinegar Syndrome guy. But Southern Comfort was an awesome release. There's Little Darlings, Red Rock West. They do release some really good stuff. They do pretty damn good sales. Their shipping is packed very well. It comes packed well. No complaints on packing. Their speed leaves a lot to be desired. They have a membership where I can't remember the price, but it's a lot. But you end up getting all of the movies every month from them. if you're a big Vinegar Syndrome person, it's worth the membership. I don't do the membership. You come behind all of the members, which makes sense, but I'm just saying it's not the most timely shipping. You could see many people opening up their Vinegar Syndrome packages, and you're still kind of like, where's mine? It comes packed well, and it will come, but they're not the most expedient of all of the labels. But it'll come. And those are just the direct ones I'm showing. You can purchase from Imprint. I'm pretty sure you can purchase from 88 Films. Like, there's basically think of the label you want, and I'm sure there's either a direct or they've partnered with another site to directly sell their stuff. So there is a lot of options if you want to buy just straight from the label or from the studio. There's great choices out there. But next up, I want to dive into the kind of smaller third-party companies, the companies that carry everyone and sell it to the masses, but they're not the Walmarts, the Amazons, the Targets, the much more smaller, like either mom and pop or kind of a chain, but like a chain of like 6-7 stores type of thing, not a giant multi-billion-dollar conglomerate company that really doesn't need your money. They could get by without it. These smaller companies could use your purchases a little bit more, but there's trade-offs to it, and we're going to go over that. Alright, so we're going to dive in now, starting with Orbit DVD, which is my personal favorite and my personal go-to on most boutique stuff that I can. I kind of spread my wealth along a lot of the sites I mentioned, because different things are on different sales, it's hard to find a one-stop shop. That doesn't really exist now, unless you just want to go all Amazon.com. You could almost one-stop shop with them, but I've got plenty of complaints about Amazon. But yeah, Orbit DVD. They put up new stuff pretty much daily, and they will get a lot of stuff before release date, and you can have it shipped and come to you before release, and their packaging is fan-freaking-tastic. Every single time I get at least a package from them a week. Always packaged amazing. Super fast. Like, you place an order, and they've already got the thing with the label printed out and ready within sometimes an hour, and the thing is out the door. Like, they ship so fast. Actually, no company I've dealt with ships as fast as Orbit DVD does. I'm only, they're North Carolina, I'm Pennsylvania, so I'm not super far, but I get it fast, man. They are so freaking good. Like I said, packaged fantastic. The downside is you will pay the upper end of MSRP. It's the way it is. If you want to shop on a place like this, you will pay the top end, but you get just fantastic everything else. They make sure they send you good stuff. They weed out the damaged stuff. They pack it well. They ship it fast. I can't ask for anything more than what Orbit provides. They can't reasonably provide Amazon and Walmart prices. It's impossible for small mom and pop. Everything else they do, though, is top-notch, top-tier. I love this site. Okay, so now for the next one, we have Oldies.com, which I've personally never shopped at, but I see it on Blu-ray.com. A lot of people are always mentioning about sales on Oldies, and I actually, they don't have that warehouse anymore, I guess, but on our trips to Philly, we would always see the Oldies.com warehouse right off the highway. It's one of those places I've always known about and just never actually placed an order, but they carry music and movies and stuff, but we'll go to movies and horror, and they carry a bunch of odds and ends stuff. Pretty solid prices when I've looked around. It's just an option. I don't know how much you might want to utilize it, but it is there. It's reputable. People have ordered from it. Okay, so this next one is one you might not have heard about, and honestly, looking at the website, it might look shady as hell and not legit, but it is legit. This is MovieZing.com. This is such an under-the-radar website. Like, no one knows what the hell this site even is for the most part. But this is actually where Warner Archive has shifted to and comes out of. So when there's Warner Archive sales, now they are moviezing.com. So I have ordered from this site, and they are reputable. They ship fast and they ship good. Also, Sony like made on demand movies. I can't remember which title it was, but I bought a movie from this site before anyone else had it in stock. So their site looks like it comes from about 10 years ago, but it's legit. It's a real site. So just keep it in mind. It's just it could use a little bit of panache and updating, but it's legit. Next up, we have Diabolic DVD. This is a pretty big one in the community. It's a lot like an Orbit DVD. They carry a lot of the similar stuff from the similar people. I've never ordered from them, but they are at Monster Mania Con that I go to all the time. Every con they're there. So it's a company I know about. I just never actually placed an order from them, but tons. Actually, no, I did place one order. I just haven't gotten it yet. The Killer Clowns Steelbook, when that was selling out everywhere, Diabolic had it. So I actually have a pending Killer Clowns Steelbook order with Diabolic. But otherwise, I have not ordered from them. But they are super reputable. Tons of people order from Diabolic. Like, I've seen Diabolic in person, like I said. So it's legit. It's a good option. They run sales. Definitely worth checking out. And then kind of like a Diabolic, kind of like an Orbit, we have Grindhouse Video. That Tennessee trip we went on, our goal was actually to go to Grindhouse first and foremost, and they closed their physical location like right when we got there, but right before we got there. But their website's still going strong. That's their focus now. It's a legit site. I've only placed one order from them, but it arrived in nice packaging. It was a good order, good transaction. So it's a site I would order from more. I just happen to get my stuff from other sites more often than not, but very reputable, trustworthy, ship well. I would put this one pretty high on your, smaller business ones to check out. And then the last of the smaller company ones that I want to spotlight is Bull Moose. Actually, not last. I got one more. I'm going to throw in one more. But Bull Moose here, good company. They're a small chain, mostly based up in like New England area. They're in Connecticut and Maine, a lot of states up that way. There's only I think maybe 7-8 stores, but they have an online store. They ship all around the country. They have good prices, a lot of used, new. Definitely a site worth going to. I've been in one Bull Moose location. It was a nice store. I would place this one pretty high as a recommendation for you. Definitely worth checking out. They got the free shipping over $45. It's a good site. And then the last one for this category of stores is going to be Deep Discount. This is a pretty major heavy hitter. I've only placed maybe 2 orders from Deep Discount, I think, over the years. But they're super trustworthy. If you have to cancel something, they're a little bit of a pain in the butt. But you place an order with them, you'll get it. You'll get it fast. It'll be packed well. So they're a good site. They run great sales. This is a really good one to check out. So Deep Discount is used by quite a bit of people. This is one of the more major small business ones. Like I said, the goal is to talk about places that are not Walmart, Target, Amazon, some of these smaller places that still handle the stuff we love. They still sell physical media. So, Deep Discount, good choice. And now for the final category, which this store gets its own spot. And it's basically discount clearance stuff. That's essentially what it is. I don't know what else to call it, but we're going to be talking about HamiltonBook.com. So what this site is leftovers from other sites, primarily leftovers from other sites, stores, leftover stock, but it's all new, and the stuff comes to Hamilton Book, and they sell it cheap, like very, very cheap. Look at this deep red 4K, the box set, $17.95. Like, this is a freaking great site. Out of all the sites I talked about, like bang for the buck, this is at the top. But the stuff you're getting is the, like I said, leftovers and things like that. Or they sell quite a bit of like Canadian releases of US titles. So you might have like, French on the spine, but you're getting it for $4.95 or something like that. Hamilton Book is awesome. This is a great site. I actually want to place another order with them somewhat soon, because it's one of those sites that we just put a whole lot in the cart, and we might get a couple $100 worth, but we're buying boxes worth, like a huge box. They not only do they sell movies though, but they sell music, they sell books, CDs, tons of stuff. You get great stuff, but it's not all like leftover overstock stuff. They get some of the boutique labels like pretty much brand new right at release. Not a whole lot of that, but yeah, I mean, they got a whole bunch of books. If books interest you, this is an awesome site. If you are not familiar with this site, make this one of your first stops on looking around. See what you find. You might find some really good movies at dirt cheap prices. Build your collection cheap and fast. That's cool. So yeah, that is all I have on these ones. I hope you found this video helpful in any way. I made this as a way to just kind of spotlight and show some other stores, because not everyone might realize or know about all of these different online stores. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you found something here you didn't already know about, then it's a win, and I'm happy I made the video. If you are buying everything from Amazon, Walmart, Target, no shade. Enjoy it. They have great selections and cheap prices, and there's a reason so many people shop them. But I wanted to spotlight some of the other ways to get these movies. The movies are not... Physical media isn't contingent solely on those stores. They exist outside of those major chain multi-billion-dollar corporations. Yes, those companies are a huge part of the market, but they're not all of it. These companies that I mentioned in this video are also keeping things going, especially the direct to consumer models. Like, you're just cutting out the middlemen. Instead of getting a Kino Lorber from Walmart, you could get a Kino Lorber from Kino Lorber and just kind of cut the middleman right out. So there's different options out there. I'll just say that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you found it informative. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's stores I missed. There's so many different stores out there, but hopefully you guys find the right stores for you, the ones that match the price you're looking for, the shipping quality, the speed that you're looking for, the selection. All of that matters and plays into where you're buying from. But yeah, I will see you in the next one.